Hi folks, Dr. Murabali here. Welcome to Cancer Healing Vlogs. Today I'm going to be talking about the kind of income expectations one can have as a pathologist. This is a very obviously you can never generalize it for any profession, and if you further specialize and then you go into different branches and then there is that whole thing, and then how successful you are, what kind of organization are you tied up with, or what organization do you create of your own, that completely changes the income expectations for different people. But I'll try and talk about the very broad general things for at the most basic level, and then beyond that what you can take, it's really up to you. By the way, taking these videos from while traveling, I guess that's what I'm managing to do right now, so this is the best I can do, and we'll have to work with this. All right, when we look at the first way of like the work that as a pathologist that you're going to be doing, of course you can specialize in different aspects of it, whether it's focusing on histopathology or it's focusing on hematopathology, or whether it's focusing on plain general pathology. Now I'm trying to focus more on like my subject. The point of the places where I'm talking about is it's on my experience, and I live in Bombay, so I have a basic idea of this, and then you can accordingly use this figure to translate it into, if you go to a smaller town, or you go to a village, or if you go to of course everywhere it's different, but then of course if you go to a different country, there it may be completely different rates. But talking about a place like Bombay, and if you have a good you're tied up for a good hospital or a good lab, now the general expectations, you will work for a medical institute, so that's like teaching, where you're working and teaching at the same time, or you're going for a corporate. That's like the broad classification I can just give. Now corporate can also be a separate lab of its own, or it can be a hospital, and same goes for in the teaching as well. It could be a hospital, but in teaching there's no lab, so it's only usually mainly a hospital in which they have their own personal lab. Now when a person is starting out, they will have an expectation of income of around somewhere in the range of 70 to 80,000. Now that's like, if you as an plain MBBS, if you pass out, you may have say an expectation of say 40 to 50,000. Here you can have like an expectation of 70 to 80, or even in some cases with depending on the hospital or the organization, they may even say 60,000, just a fresh pass out. And then when over the years, depending on where the opportunity is, it may let's just give it a broad range of say 2 to 3 years, that may come to about 1 to 1.2. Then over a period of 7 to 10 years, if I were to broadly, and of course these are very generalized figures, don't just expect them to be exactly same, or it could be different depending on and this is also based on the current time, the current valuation of our currency, right? 7 to 10 years roughly, you can say in the range of 1.5 to 2 to 2.5 is what someone can expect, working for like a proper institute, a proper lab, having maintained that experience and built on it, and kept your good skills, kept them going good, and you've built a reputation over time. And then comes to the position as a consultant. If you reach that point, it can be something from the range of 2 to 5, 6. It can be anywhere in that range, and that takes usually say 10 years to, or sometimes lesser, but usually that's the range, to 15, 20 years. It may go from that much to reach that position in an organization. Or the other way, you started your own thing, your own lab, and there also you can expect initially smaller margins, and over the years you can build it up, and based on how well you do in that business, and you can have your own personal lab which you are completely dedicated to, and that's all you're doing. And there also, over a period of years, as you build more connections and you have that reputation, and the lab builds you learn all the skills required for that, then that also you can earn anywhere from like let's say 3 good 3 years of dedicated work, you might be having a income of 1 to 2 or more, and then if you build it up beyond that, if you are able, and that's like a steady stable income you've created because of the networks, the connections you've created. But if you build it beyond that, one lab gets converted to two, and that gets converted more, then obviously you can go much higher. These are the expected ranges that I can think of, and I thought, for those who are starting off in this journey or somewhere along the way, they want to kind of have a basic idea. At the moment, this is what it is, and it's all about your skill sets. It's all about how much you are willing to, what are you focusing on, and how you can get better at the skills as a pathologist, but also in the business sense that may play a role. I'm also just pretty much starting out. It's been 3 years I've been in as a pathologist, so I cannot speak for someone from that much experience, longer period of time. But in my understanding and few communications that I've had with a bunch of other people in the same field, this is my idea. I hope it helps you somewhere. So wish you all the best. Stay aware, liberate self, like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.